guys. I don't know what to tell you. My husband is not a very good sharer of things. He gave me his tripod like 2 years ago to use, but lately he's been using it himself, and every time he uses it, he leaves it in the car. So I have not been having a tripod to like vlog, right? And now I'm like, maybe I should just get my own tripod so it can just stay in the house, because I do have a tripod, but it's like connected to the ring light and it's way too big. When I'm in the bathroom and stuff, I can't put it on the shelf or whatever, the counter, and like film myself. So that's kind of inconvenient, not gonna lie. I had a dentist appointment yesterday, guys. There's so much wrong with my teeth. I had a dentist appointment yesterday because I had an abscess on the roof of my mouth, and they basically popped the abscess instrument and then they just like squeezed out all the fluid inside. Hope that's more light. Hey, Jenna, hope this lighting is doing something. So yeah, then they popped out everything, and he told me to use like lukewarm water with salt and rinse my mouth 2 to 3 times a day, and also take some painkillers. This side of my face is still a bit swollen. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but yeah, I'm still fine actually to go to work. I thought I couldn't go to work today because I was in so much pain yesterday. Once the anesthesia was wearing off, I was like, I'm not gonna make it. But I googled and it said I should sleep like with my head higher than my chest, so that the inflammation like doesn't, like if I slept flat, I was gonna get more swelling in my face basically. So I did that. I slept up straight. I put an ice pack on like for 2 hours last night while I was editing my vlog, and yeah, so I did that, and now I'm going to work today. I just have to work 6 hours, and then after work I'm going to the clinic because I need to get, I have like a ingrown, but I think it's bigger than an ingrown. Like I think it's infected or chicken man, because with an ingrown usually it will turn yellow and then it will just explode on its own, or you can pop it, but it still hasn't done that, and it's been like, I would say, a week and 2 days, and it's like you can also feel that it's like swollen underneath the skin around the area where the actual pimple is. Let's say the pimple is like this, there's like this much swelling underneath that pimple. As for what else happened, yesterday I got 2 deliveries for my husband's birthday gifts. I got him 2 gifts for his birthday, and we are also going out to eat. I don't know why I got 2 gifts. I think I should have just gotten 1 gift and then gone out to eat. But I think I did that because I was like, last year for Valentine's I did so much, and I was like trying to make it up this time around. I have 10 minutes before I have to leave for work, so I'm going to have breakfast. I'm just going to have a banana and a bit of yogurt, because also I shouldn't be eating like hard foods right now. Hopefully my husband will make the soup, because he wanted to make soup or something. Hopefully he'll make that when I'm at work. So this is my breakfast. I'm going to have a banana as well. The vibes. My daily banana. The dishwasher was never on. Alright guys, I don't know what I'm gonna eat at work during my lunch break. I might just get myself a smoothie or something, because I can chew, but I read that I wasn't supposed to be chewing, so I need to leave my big bag tendencies and eat like soft foods, maybe like a bread sandwich or a wrap or something, because it also hurts to open my mouth. Like, you know, I can only open my mouth like this. If I open it any wider this side, way. But yeah, goodbye.
The next day.
From the night to touch my body.
Guys, so good morning in the morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ann-Adeva and I'm black. I hope the light is good. I have something that I want to use as of now, this moment, because yeah. Welcome back. So I got new mics for my phone. I remember I told you guys I don't really want to get a camera. If I do get a camera, I'll probably get a DJI because they are so small and like, you know, people won't really tell that I'm recording. That's fine. But I felt like the mics would really take my content to the next level. It's kind of crispier because the content, the video is crispy enough. We just needed the crispy audio to go with the crispy video. You check, yeah. I'm just gonna quickly connect the mics to my phone, and then we can start the rest of the vlog. So I can tell you guys what happened yesterday. Well, Lele, my life is a movie. I guess that's why I have a YouTube channel. That moet ek altyd iets hierop val as ek net in die badkamer is. Guys, eers kom ek sê vir julle waar ek die mics gekry het. So die mics is a donation to my channel. I was talking to a friend of mine, like we went for dinner the first time, and then I was telling her like I wanted to tell her that her glasses were dirty, but I remember my mom always told me like don't criticize something of someone if you can't fix it. Don't tell someone like, oh, your hair is not looking nice if you can't help them fix their hair. So unless of course they ask you to something completely different. This is the adapter that comes in so 'n klein plastic sakkie. Dan haal jy nou die adapter uit. Dan adapt jy nou die adapter op jou phone. Dan adapt jy nou toch die adapterkie. Die adapter, this adapter is basically the thing that is going to transmit the audio from the mic to the recording device. You check. Maar ek het dit nou met hierdie adapter gekry. Laat dit in my phone in kan gaan because usually the adapters fit in the camera. You check. Maar ek het mos nou nie camera nie, ek het my phone. But a camera het. Period. I cannot get by a smile nie because of my operation. Here's everything that comes in the box. This by mooi. It comes with a receiver, transmitter, charging case, carrying pouch, a clip magnet, a mobile phone adapter. Okay, this one comes with a mobile phone adapter already. And a windscreen, audio camera cable, and a USB-C charging cable, plus documents. And it has a small ultralight discrete, high audio quality with stable transmission, 48-hour operation with case. So anyways, when we went for dinner, it was over to say like I wanted to tell her that her glasses were dirty, but then I couldn't tell her because I didn't have like the lens cleaner in my bag. And then when I was like pretending to pay for the food, then I saw I had the lens cleaner and I come in my bag. Here's the case. So I had the lens cleaner, so I gave her the lens cleaner. And then ever since that day, she was like, oh, I told them was now I have a channel. And like me, I'm not embarrassed anymore to be making YouTube videos. I think I used to be embarrassed because people would make it embarrassing. I personally, I was never embarrassed for having a YouTube channel. Even when I had 100 subscribers, I was like, Miss Kateke is a YouTuber, period. But then people would be like, oh, you make YouTube videos. As if like, you know, like, oh, it's never gonna amount to anything. Come force yourself type shit. That come at 4 boomers. These fluffy thingies that you put on top of the mic. It also comes with black ones. But I feel the black ones is biggie boring. I prefer these. Van hulle gee biggie dimension. Hulle gee biggie, you know. Okay, and then die is nou die case waar die mics in kom. Is gaan soos AirPods vir die ding. Ek sal sê dit is opset moenie. So dis nou die casiekie vir die AirPods to check. Oh, ek moet eers oopmaak die ding. Ek moet die sticker afhaal. Go van phone. See, dis hoekom ek van hierdie voice control goed hou nie. Oh, dis mooi. Was like, dis mooi. Kyk hier, jalla, dis lighting. Dis toch mooi. Nee, ek likes dit baie. Ek dink ek weet die wat die. Ek weet die. Die transmitter en dis die mic en dis die shiny wat in die phone ingegaan het. Ek sien, dis 'n USB-C ding. Maar ek het mos nie 'n USB-C ding nie. Ek het 'n gewone doodgewone fonietjie. Okay. So as jy nie jou klere wil deur mekaar maak, instead of putting the grips on, you just take the magnet thing, dan kan jy dit so op jou klere magnet. Period. What must I do now? Ek is nou terug, julle kom ek doen gou hierdie ding. Ek is weer terug. Is it jou verjaarsdag? Feels geluk. I don't use the instruction manual, guys. That's one thing about me. She's a 10, but she doesn't read the instruction manuals. Because why must I read the instruction manual? Like 1, 2, 3.
Die goede is mos voor domeins aan maar as die domeins die goede kan operate kan ek mos die goede operate sonder dat manual. Yeah. Okay, maar eers. Maar you check what I mean? Like it was like that time when I took a pregnancy test, and my friend was like, "Bruh, are you sure you did the pregnancy test right?" I was like, "Bruh, domeins het vat op pregnancy test." I don't think I needed a manual things. Like I'd say a quick start guide. Tipa. Kom eens maak die guide op. Kom eens kyk. Ek voel dat ek voel julle kan my hoor. I did like a test met my voice memos. Toe gaan staan ek in die hoek in die badkamer en toe werk dit net reg. Ek sien julle as ek Afrikaans praat nie in my video's nie. Ek voel baie gemaklik en my personality kom baie deur. Like I mean this is so much fun so ek nou praat nie. Ek gaan net myself omtrent. And it's in every other language but English, yeah. Power button, dial transmitter status, receiver status, linking button. In stuff, expansion port, energy, battery levels. Wat maakt dit nou? Hoe kan beep dit? Okay. So ek moet dit oopmaak. Wow. Ek dink dit is reg, maar ek kom net lees van. So ek moet die hele besigheid connect. Ek moet die hele besigheid connect weg eers. Word, slide 8 period. Dan slide die hele in. Okay, so ek is reg. The only mistake that I made was that I did not connect the, what is it dan se naam? The RX. I did not connect the RX to the phone via the adapter. I didn't connect the two parts. I was supposed to connect the little adapter that came separately, this adapter. I was supposed to connect it to the RX. So, and then put it on the phone. But anyways, julle, ek hoop julle kan my nog steeds hoor. As julle nie kan hoor, ek sal net huil as ek hierdie video moet edit en 'n fucking audio oor dit moet doen. Kom ek luister eers die video terug en dan kyk ons of ek die sound is op die video. Yesterday, or no, 7 days, no, I would say 8 days ago, or 9, I don't know, I had like a little bump on my bikini line. And I thought, okay, maybe it's an ingrown because I didn't wax for a long time since I came back from Namibia. And then I waited and I was like, okay, it's gonna most turn yellow and then I'll pop it or it will pop on its own, whatever. It's gonna be done. Show me. And then 2 days ago, it started turning red and it was really swollen. And the surface, the skin around it was also very swollen and hard. And I was like, hey, Okona into it off. So then I was like, okay, let me Google what this could mean. What it's mean when you have a bump there. And it's like this, you know? And Google was like, no, it sounds like you might have an abscess or the skin is inflamed or, you know, like there's maybe an infection. And I'm like, oh, son, God, be with me. So then I was like, okay, cool. I don't have a house doctor, first of all. When I came here, when we moved to this village, I've been like calling around looking for a house doctor and they always tell me they have too many patients or they don't have the capacity or they are not taking new patients. That's usually what they tell me. So I was like, I don't have a house doctor. And I was like, okay, I'll just go to the doctors on base. When I called on base, they tell me, no, you don't have a general practitioner assigned to you because you didn't fill in an enrollment form after you got put on your husband's orders. And I'm like, what? Because I went to all the appointments and like, because one thing about me, honey, I'm really grateful, if anything, from my experience living in Germany, is to ask questions. I always ask questions. There's one thing that I learned here. Don't just assume things. Don't just assume whatever the person is telling you it's done. Ask, what must happen from here? What's the next steps? In all those meetings, I asked them, what are the next steps? What else would we need to do? They never mentioned an enrollment form. Never once. Never once. Even when I went to the dentist, I just felt like, so what happens now? And he was like, okay, so what happens now? Next week you're going to come. The gum specialist is going to look at your gums. And then we're going to decide if we need to do a deep cleaning because there's a lot of mineral buildup. And we're going to do da-da-da. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, no, this is the procedure. We're going to do this. We're either going to clean your gums from the outside or we are going to cut them open and like go down deep in there and clean everything. So I was like, oh, now what must happen now? Because I still need medical care. To me, at the end of the day, you guys made an oath to your patients. If I'm missing, the government must do something. And they were like, cool. The only thing we can do is give you like an emergency appointment. So you have to call on Monday after 12 and we will see if there are like free appointments for you and then you can come in. I'm like, julle hierdie pacey or whatever dit is, dit raak net eerder soos die dag gaan. So then I was like, no, I don't think I can wait until Monday. What must I do? To say, no, just go to the emergency care there in your village and just show them that card and tell them. So that worked. Last time at my finger, if you guys remember with my thumb, they didn't want to see me. I went there and they told me, this is not an emergency. You need to go to a doctor. So then I went to the hospital yesterday. We first went on Friday. when I went to get the abscess removed, we went there. And it was so full and I was hungry. I hadn't eaten all day because I didn't eat when I went to the dentist. Because I was like, just in case they want to operate me or something. On smack, like, there's no life. No two stories. On smack, they no be spot. Let's rock. So I was like, no, bruh. I didn't eat. I didn't drink water. Because I was like, in case I get there and they say, ma'am, we need to operate. That's like, oh, good news, because I have not eaten or drinking the whole day. So then they were like, okay, no, they just popped the abscess. They like cut it open with the instrument, and then they pushed out all the fluids, and then they cleaned the teeth around the area so that like no more bacteria can like build up basically. And then he told me to just go home, do a warm salt water wash and what. So back to the bikini story. So when I get there to the hospital yesterday, luckily the lady at the desk, oh, she was so nice. I think it was just like, I really believe in God. I just believe God is just always looking like, you know, like toe het gegaan het ek voel ek so met iemand gestree het of iets jy weet. But God was like, gaan Saturdag. When I went there, it was empty. I literally went straight. And the first time I went, the lady at the, like when you come inside the first reception desk, she was so rude. She interrupted me. I was telling her, oh, I'm here from the base. They told me that I have to come in. She just said, links. Einfach links geradeaus. I'm like, ek het nie eens klaar gepraat nie, meme. Fine. Toe gaan ek mos nou links geradeaus. And then I saw it was so full. There were so many people and I was like, I'll just come back. When I came back Saturday night after work, it was empty. I was the only one there. There was another guy who was there with his grandmother or his mom, I don't know. She was old. But old people in Germany, they get sick, my dear. That means a krankenhaus, in and out. And it's like wild because like when people be like, oh, my Oma is in krankenhaus, I'm like, just Oma's gaan dan by krankenhaus to jong. But my Oma die krankenhaus to gaan. The only time my grandmother ever went to the hospital was when she had cancer. But besides that, she never went. Like she never had blood pressure, whatever tests. It was just with the cancer for chemo, and then the follow-ups, and then it was now towards the end, towards the RIP. But like the mensen raak baie siek hier in Nederland. Die mensen gaan ontrein hospitaal toe. Any small thing, ambulance. But yeah, so I asked the lady, I'm like, yeah, I'm here from the base, whatever. She's like, oh, okay, can't problem, fill in these forms. And then I filled in the form, and then I gave it to her, and then I sat and I waited, and then she came back and she was like, okay, what you're describing might be a gynecological issue or maybe a general practitioner issue. I'm just not sure. But because of the area on your body, I would recommend you go to a gynecologist. You'll probably just feel more comfortable because as a vrouwmens of tegen is toch iemand wat met private dele werk en sy weet toch hoe die goede werk, jy weet. Toen ga ik nou upstairs. Toen was dat een beetje a microaggressive moment upstairs. Maar I'm not gonna get into that. I just feel like, nee. Okay, maar digress. Kom eens pause hier bij bikini line story. I feel like in Germany, nee, as a black person, nee, it's very odd when people approach me and they start speaking English. Because it's not that I'm saying like I want to be German or iets, nee. It's niet wat ik wil zeggen, nee. Maar ik voel net like, it's like, you know, in Namibia when someone comes to you and they just start speaking Dabra with you, like, and you're just like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't know what to say. I just say like, people have been in this country for centuries, or decades upon decades, black people especially, and people always think the first thing is to speak English to you, just because you're black. That's the main identifying reason why. It's not because they think, oh, she's lost or something. They're just like, oh, she's black, English. So I get out of the elevator, and this lady is just like, can I help you? And I'm like, ja, ich soll ein Frauenarzt sehen. And then she like just started speaking German. And I guess maybe it's a thing of like, well, you need help. You know, I'm trying to just make you feel like, ik is hier girl, Amandla. Of, ik can't even. Tell me what you think in the comments. Moving on. So, to sitting with Dasho, to come iemand, and then she's like, yeah, we need a urine sample. I went to go get the urine sample, came back. And then I finally went to see the gynecologist. Oh, she was so nice. When I came into the office, I sat down and then she was like, yeah, you know, just take a seat, take your jacket off, make yourself comfortable. To begin saying, no, do you have diabetes, cancer, allergies? Are you taking medicine right now? Are you on any medicine? I'm just like, no. And then she's like, okay, so what brings you here today? And then I was like, I had this thing, I don't know what to call it. I was Googling. To say waar, I'm a Googler. To say waar, me, I'm a patient that Googles. To say waar, I'm just going to give you the disclaimer now. I'm one of those patients, I Google my things. So I was like, I Googled, and Google said that it could be an abscess or an inflammation, but I didn't want to make a decision. But for me, based on what I'm seeing, it's making sense, you know. And then I was like, also it's been feeling like more red as the time goes on, and like I can tell that there's a fluid inside. But what's odd for me this time around is that the skin around the pimple is also having a swollen lump inside. So I don't think it's like an ingrown or something, because those ones usually they just go away with time, and it's been like 8 days and it's still here. So somebody come check here. Then she's like, okay, cool. Just go there behind. That's also another thing that I find odd. She's like, just go there behind and make your Unterbereich frei. Take your lower body clothes off, right? And it's so awkward because you go there behind, you take your pants off, and then you have to walk from there to the chair to go open your legs like this. At this point, I couldn't be broke for it. Lamborghini doors. Hello? I was like, this is so ongemakkelijk. What the heck? I just felt awkward because I was on my period and I was just like, ew, you know, this is really awkward. Like, even the start of like the target, that's weird. And then she was like, no, it's fine. So she examined the thing and she was like, no, actually, you're right. It's inflammation and infection and there's an abscess. So she was like, I think I'm going to try and pop it because it seems like it's already opening on its own, which is great. I'm glad you didn't try to pop it or something yourself at home. And I was like, no, I was like trying my best to just leave it alone. Because if it was up to me, and then she was like, no, it's good that you know, try to practice self-control, but please don't do that. Don't do it. Don't pop things, just leave them. So yeah, she examined it, she tried to pop it a little bit, then she was like, nee, maar there's not iets, but there's still more stuff inside. So she was like, I think the best thing for me to do is just I'm going to disinfect the area, I'm going to take a scalpel and I'm going to cut it open so that I can make sure everything comes out. Then I'll rinse out everything with a saline solution, and then I'm going to disinfect it one more time. And then when you go home, you also disinfect it every day for the next 7 days, twice a day. Then she gave me like cotton pads and she gave me the disinfectant solution, and I was like, thank you, that's so nice of you. And she was like, it's Saturday night, tomorrow is Sunday, the pharmacies are closed, you can't wait until Monday to get the solution. And then she was like, I'm not allowed to do it, so just hide it in your handbag. And I was like, Jay, you are girl. Anyways, I was nice. So then she told me I'm gonna write you a letter to take to a doctor or a gynecologist, so they can book you off for the next 7 days. And most importantly, please don't wear any pants or something at home. Just like try to leave the area open, disinfect it twice a day with the solution, and then minimal walking, don't stress yourself out. I was like, cool, great vibes. So I'm booked off for the next 7 days. It's technically 8 days if you include Sunday, but the next 7 days I'm booked off. I'm not going to work. And I'm really happy about that. I'm actually very proud of myself for getting the week off. But it's not really going to be a week off. It's just going to be a week of me looking for jobs, because I realized that I need to start doing that for real. If something is going to happen with my life, I need to start doing that. Oh, there's a sticker. There's a DJI sticker here. Sticker for the girls. That's cute. Yeah, so that's what happened, guys. I'm officially booked off for 7 days. I'm not going to be cleaning anyone, no, because I'm going to be taking the healing instructions seriously. Maybe until Wednesday I won't be doing anything. I'll just be disinfecting, laying, keeping the area open so there's fresh air. But it's already like the swelling is already going down around. I feel like maybe because she said the nerves were swollen. So because the nerves are swollen, it doesn't help to put me on an antibiotic treatment, because the antibiotic won't even be able to reach there because the nerves are so swollen and inflamed right now. So she was like, I just need to take ibuprofen, and yeah, I just need to take ibuprofen, and then I need to rest and not to walk too much. That's what she said. So because I cannot walk too much, I cannot go to work, because my job includes what? Walking. I have to find now, my next thing is Monday to be calling around to find a doctor who can see me to write me the sick letter.
Dude, I ate all your chips, bro.
My flaming hot Cheetos. See this guy. Did you also eat my Pringles? Because if you eat my Pringles, I will fight you.
I don't want them lightly salted. I want some of flavor. Them shit's like lightly salted, bro. I might go get a haircut right now, though.
Okay. And
Shit,
your
I'm
food,
about to
you don't
shave
want to
it.
eat your food anymore? Or you eat when you come back?
No, I had Skittles and I had that. So I'm good.
Okay. Girl dinner.
Come on, bro.
It fell when I was trying to take the scissors out of the cubby.
You just trying to sabotage me.
Oh, horrible, big words.
Where my mics at, bro?
What mics?
Them mics I bought to do my little podcast.
They are in the drawer upstairs.
Oh, you know where they at?
It's just the problem is they don't have a shandy,
Where's Sandy?
a cable, because you can't just connect them. They don't have a thing. Maybe I can connect them to, yeah.
How you see yourself? Like, if you know.
I look in the mirror.
Oh.
That's right. I need to put the mic on because I need to do my makeup because the sun is setting, because I need to like take a picture for my thumbnail for this week. I didn't take any thumbnail pictures. Usually what I do during the week is I just take like a bunch of pictures. Like I just stay taking pictures, and then once it's time for me to put the thumbnail, I just use those pictures and I use it for the thumbnail. But I didn't take any pictures lately because I've just been so busy like going to work. And after work, I just hate my life. I come back from the work and I want to slap. Like I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't even want to talk to like friends or family or whatever. I want to slap. That's all I want to do because I'm just like, anyways, more than so yeah. But I'm trying to get out of that habit. I'm trying to do like what I saw in this one video. This girl was saying like, when you get off work, that should be like the time that your personal time starts. Like you shouldn't let your whole life revolve around going to work. Like once you knock off, it should be like another half of your day starting basically, instead of like your day coming to an end. So yeah, she was like, you can use those hours like to cook, to watch like a TV show that you like and stuff. Instead of just being like, oh, I just had a bad day at work, I'm gonna go to sleep. Be like, fuck work, start a new part of my day type vibe. Yeah. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm recording the audio on my MacBook using the mics because the sound is way clearer. And then I'm gonna put it over this video part, and then I'm gonna download it first, and then I'm gonna upload it again when I put the whole vlog together so that I can cut out the silences. Ek ken wat ek sê. Dis wat staat my people. So I'm just gonna do a little 1-2-1-2 because the sun is setting, and I've been stalling doing this thumbnail picture because that's what I do. I stall. Honestly, because also this wound low-key is very uncomfortable. Like I understand why she said don't go to work, because it's really, really uncomfortable. Like even just sitting down right now is so uncomfortable. Like wow. So I can't even imagine having pants on and walking around for 8 hours. And I usually walk for about 11 to 12 hours a day. My face is still swollen, like this side of my face. I'm in so much pain right now, but I'm trying to hurry so I can catch the sunlight. Imagine what I'm putting myself through just for content. Content is killing the youth. I don't know what's wrong with the consistency of my Fenty Matte Senti Regni. And there was another lady who made a video and said like the contour sticks are no longer magnetic. I don't know. I feel like things have changed. Like even when I bought the foundation, I couldn't gevoel that full bietjie anders there. And then when I saw that video about things being magnetic, she also said that she feels like the contour sticks became smaller. And I'm like, so it's not just me. It's not just me. Because sometimes I just feel like I'm a hater, Like whenever I want to criticize something, I'm like, I'm just a hater. It's not really like that, but turns out it is really like that. Anyways, I cannot believe I'm on my way to 2,000 subscribers. Like, I'm screaming. Like, really, really screaming. And I hate, like, negative people. Because I told somebody, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm, like, so close to 2,000 followers. And the person was like, oh, it's just 2,000. And I was like, what do you mean is this 2,000 as buyer? Like, imagine if 2,000 people were standing in front of me, like, just watching me live my life. That is wild. That is very wild. And ek waardeer julle. I appreciate you guys. I don't know if I want to do like a lipstick moment or just a lip gloss thing. I really don't know. Honestly, don't know. Also, if you make content or you record videos or whatever it is, make friends with other people who also record content so that you guys can share ideas with one another. Because I'm telling you, ever since I made friends with Queen, I just feel so inspired and like I have someone to bounce ideas off of. I have someone to like, if I say, oh, I'm going to be posting on TikTok consistently for this many days, I have someone that's like going to be like, okay, let's do it together, So it really helps to have someone that's doing the same thing as you. I used to do that anyways when I was in university. I used to make friends with like people from my class or from my modules because you guys are going through the same thing, man. Why not like, connect based on that basically, but it generally has. It's been just boosting my overall confidence when it comes to my content. Like full net, like iemand verstaan me, you know. And even as if I may say like, oh, this video was a bit like this or it was a bit like that, I don't take it personally because I'm like, it's coming from someone like whose opinion I actually value, instead of someone who doesn't even like make videos telling me about my videos. Like, okay, the solution so far had been come out to download a camera app. So basically another camera app and then record through that camera app in order for the audio to be on. Maar for me, ek voel net is bietjie te veel werk because ek ken nie, this is a bit too much work. So for now I'm like, maybe I'll just use a different audio output, a different device to record the audio and then just put the audio over the video. That's what's making sense for me right now. And then blush. I hate when I separate my makeup. Let's say I had to go somewhere, then I separated the makeup and not the blushes in the sak and the foundation is in the other sak. It's just so frustrating. I think I'm gonna do lip gloss. As you guys can see, it's probably getting darker in this part of the video because the sun is literally, it's going behind the other house, so it's not necessarily setting per se, but it's changing its position, so the light in here is becoming a bit like. My highlighter, I broke the lid because I was in a hurry. Low-key disappointed about that because I don't like to always just buy new products just because. My mascara, this new mascara is so clear. I should have just stuck to the one that I've been using. There's one like this, but the pink one, I was just supposed to buy it again. Or maybe it's because this, I don't know, maybe the applicator is too big for my lashes and I don't have that many lashes. Maybe that's why I'm upset. But dis net te groot en dis net morsig. Dis net die reggie. I didn't even do my eyebrows. I just need to do my eyebrows. I literally am doing all this just so I can take one picture. When my friend was like, I could never see myself doing content, I understand her now, Shane, because this is a lot. But that's not because I feel like with YouTube, it's very important that your thumbnail is good, because the thing is like, people see your thumbnail first. On Instagram, it's really more easy, or TikTok, because you don't need a thumbnail. You just need a hook. And sometimes you don't even just need a hook. You just need maybe one person that's just like a lazy person, or they just like to give people a chance. Like, the video even as and then next thing you know, they share the video to other people, they repost it, and then just like that, you like went viral. My YouTube is like, I feel like the Zuko make ook bietjie meer effort insit in my thumbnails en van dan. Ek voel like ek is no big POV om te sê. Om effort in te sit in my thumbnail. Even my last thumbnail, Blink was like, she really likes it. And I was like, thanks for noticing the effort, because ek probeer. I'm also trying to like switch up my titles, because ek sien is 'n ding van like, you know, like even when I went home with my husband, I didn't really title the videos too much like my American husband, because I was just like, ek wil tog nie content creator wees. Next thing you know, die mense wil like met my husband prank. Could never be me. Ek is nie girl nie, chill. Ek is 'n baie chill girl. Julle wat hier nie is op my channel, ek is 'n chill girl. Ek is nie 'n parakata girl nie. Julle sal nie by me die goede van, come on, show us your what. As ek wil show nie, ek wil nie show nie, maar I'm just not that kind of girl. I'm a chill girl, you know. I'm just an ordinary girl. Maar het my decided as ek julle dit gehoor het nie. Ek en Miley, ons is net ordinary girls. Ons sê wat chill. Ek wil net chill. I just want to have fun. But let's chill, yeah, like, let's chill. Nothing crazy. I can't wait to show you guys the top that I'm gonna wear. It's a new top. I feel like it's really gonna fit with the style that I'm going for. I'm just gonna wear, imagine I'm gonna wear a maxi dress, and then I'm gonna wear the top over the dress because of the recovery. So now I'm gonna be looking crazy as heck when I step out there. And I just really hope and pray that none of my neighbors are outside once I go take my thumbnail pictures. I don't really care if they are, but I'm just gonna go take my pictures anyways, because I'm just gonna be like, oh no, I'm making a TikTok. That's the other thing also I don't get about why people like hello fan like, I can't want to say any. Like, the mense vra you net goed mal. Like, sometimes even if you start a new job, mense sal jou kom en vir jou kom vra like, oh, gaan dit, wat is jou naam? Hoekom sit jy nie jou naam terug nie? Like, my naam gevra, why not also saying your name? Maar ja, dis die vibe hier. Means the bonnet and there's for free. For my dear, for the free. Okay. Cover that. Ek blush, guys. I'm putting now blush. I don't know if you guys noticed. Ever since I came back from Namibia, Ek is a blush girl. I'm a blush girl. I think that's enough. As on my lip gloss. I've also been putting maroon mascara on my under eye. Like my colleague was actually the one who recommended it. She was like, with your eye color, you should do maroon mascara on your bottom. Because I told her I bought this thing. I thought it was gonna be black. Turns out that it's not. And she was like, girl, put it on your underlashes. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. Because what she does is she puts black on top and brown underneath. And she was like, put the maroon under T. No more met me. Beauty sports mark. Period. That was a bit too big, but whatever. Periodo. I'm gonna do this revolution. It was part of like a small pack that I got during Black Friday. If you didn't watch that video, go watch it now. Oh, this is so adorable. This is actually tea. Okay, so I think I'll take the brown one and go in around with the brown one like as if it's a liner, you know. Dit jealousy that in dit here. Dirt here. Period. Setting spray, I wanna set my face now. I'm just going to take the pictures. This is a plumping lip gloss, so just remember your lips are gonna be plumped. So I'm officially dressed. This is basically what's gonna be seen in my thumbnail. I'm wearing this dress. It's like a, you guys remember this from my Pull and Bear clothing haul? I think they had sale. It was €9.99. So I bought like 4 of them. I love these dresses down. They are like my favorite house dresses. I can't get enough of them. Oh my gosh. Also, I just feel so posh holding this mic like this. Shout out to the sponsor of these mics. That's full tour. I'm not going to do my edit gel. I've been freed from the shackles of looking put together. Dit hier nog steeds bourgeois. Dit hier nog steeds kan cinnamon in the bar. Mommy, here. I told the lady hide my hair behind the braids. And cake will make me cock now after a few weeks. But yeah, I'm gonna take my hair out like the last day of my leave day, so that I can start growing my hair for the summer, because my hair only grows when it's under a lot of water. And I only braided my hair this style so that I could edit the Namibia Diary series. Please go watch that series, because I was like, I don't have the time to do my hair every day and stuff and then still sit and edit, because it took me like 4 to 5 hours at a time to edit each vlog. So yeah, I needed my hair to be done, because doing your hair takes up a lot of time of your day. Let's go take these thumbnail pictures and then I'll maybe come back and talk to you guys a little bit more. But yeah. There are people walking in the street. I'm gonna wait for them to pass, then I'll go take my pictures. There's usually never anyone in the street. Why is there someone in the street now that I wanted to go take my pictures? Okay, the coast is clear. I'm just gonna put this thing on the mailbox and get the show on the motherfucking road. Okay, bitch. The light is it bad? Why is it looking like that? With a back camera, it will be cleaner, but
The next day.
rise and shine. Good morning in the morning. I don't have the tripod, so come with magnets work because it's upstairs and I can't risk to walk even more again. I didn't have a house doctor since I moved to this place, because I tried twice to find a house doctor, and they all told me they're either too full or they're not taking new patients. And then today I was like, I have to call because I need to get a sick letter, because the letter from the doctor at the hospital doesn't suffice as a sick letter. It has to be a letter from a general practitioner that explicitly says that due to your situation you can no longer work, and it has Krankschein on top written. So it needs to be that, otherwise you can't be off from work. So she gave me an appointment today for 1:30. That's usually for 2:30 after the practice closes. So I'm gonna go at 2:30, and then she's gonna examine the wound again and then take it from there. I think I'm gonna ask her if she can prescribe me antibiotics, because the gynecologist at the hospital said like antibiotics won't work because the tissue around is just too swollen, that blah blah blah. But I feel like an infection is usually something that's happening on the inside, and I would kind of need antibiotics to like take care of that. I'm gonna see whatever she says. If she's like, no, actually you don't need it, it looks like it will just heal on its own, then kind of problem. But I feel like antibiotics would kind of also make sure that the situation is like gone permanently, and then it won't come up again or flare up in the future or some type of thing. So I'm going to make myself something to eat. I'm going to make eggs. There's one bagel left, so I'm gonna make eggs, eat it with the bagel, and yeah, then I'm gonna look for work and edit my video until it's time for me to take the bus, because the time right now is 10:21, so I technically have like almost 3 hours to just be at home. So I'm gonna take that time to just like look for work and edit my video for next week. My last video performed so low, and it's so funny because I literally had the same thought. I was like, people are only watching my videos because I'm in Namibia, and I'm in Namibia with my American husband. Once I go back to living my normal life, people will no longer watch my videos. And I kid you not, that's exactly what happened. Because tell me why my videos had 300 views in one day, while the other videos usually had like 400 views in one day. Maybe it's gonna pick up still, I don't know. And also someone was like, yeah, just vlog your normal life, we would still love to see what you get up to. You guys you don't, and that's okay. At the end of the day, I'm vlogging for my 300 people that are watching my videos per. So guys, I don't know where the lighting is better. The bed looks crazy. I'm about to make up the bed, and then I'm gonna start getting dressed quickly. I think I'm gonna do like my eyebrows and at least put on a bit of mascara. Like, you know, I don't want to look like my problems. I know I'm going through a lot, but like, you know, when I get there, at least like, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just gonna wear a black dress. I know for a fact I have this dress as long sleeved and short sleeved, but for the life of me I can't find the long sleeve one, so I just have the short sleeved one left. So I'm gonna clean my wound, and then I'm gonna put on the short sleeve dress with a cardigan, and then I'm gonna wear my black trench coat with my black scarf and my moon boots because it's so cold out there, and I have to wear a dress because the pants like irritate the wound. So yeah, see you guys when I'm dressed. I don't want to miss the bus. You guys know me and the bus. Oh my day. All right, I'm finally on my way to the bus stop to take the bus to go to the doctor's practice. I'll be like 30 minutes too early there, but I'll get myself like a coffee or something. I brushed my teeth, which I feel like was stupid considering I want to go get a coffee to drink. Like, girl, but yeah, I'll go get a coffee to drink anyways. Maybe a small one, just something cute for all the trauma I've been going through. I took my marriage license, my passport and ID, my health insurance card, just in case, because my health insurance card is still on my old surname, but I took the marriage license so I can show the lady at the desk, I got married. This is why the surname is like this. But on your German ID, it will show anyways what your previous surname was, so it should all be good. It's just me being paranoid because you know how German people are. But yeah, let's hope everything goes great and I get booked off for 7 days and not just 4 days. Because if she gives me like, if she's like, no, I think in 3 days, I'm done at the doctor. So she looked at it and she agreed with the doctor at the hospital. Basically, she tried to stab the place with a needle again just to see if something was gonna come out, because it was really like hard and swollen underneath the bump, you know, and there was just blood coming out. So she was like, yeah, something like this just needs time. It just needs time to get back to normal. So I'm looking for a pharmacy in the area. In Germany there are so many pharmacies, like you just have to walk down the street, you will see a pharmacy, because there's a pharmacy in every corner. So I'm going to the pharmacy now to get the stuff that she prescribed me, and then I forgot to scan the sick letter. I'm gonna do it when I get to the cafe. just scan that and send it to my boss. Guys, good morning in the morning. The idea of having a second device like a camera or it's becoming warmer and warmer on me, because it would be nice for me to just record something else. Because songs as like up my phone, and just now I was on the phone with the dentist. It would have been nice to vlog that, because I just woke up. The time is 10:19. I woke up like 20 minutes ago, and I called the dentist back because they said they were gonna call me on Monday to confirm my appointment for Friday, but they didn't confirm it. So I called them today, and turns out there was never an appointment made. So they had to go ask the dentist, like Pathanan, because the original dentist who was working on me is on paternity leave now this week. He said that last week. I was overhearing, and I was like, no. And he also told me I'm gonna be on leave, so the other doctor is gonna take over. Just like mostly the doctor said he's gonna be on leave, maybe that's why there's nothing there. So she went to go ask the dentist that's there. They spoke. So I'm going back on Thursday at 10:30 to see the abscess, and then I'm gonna ask them to do everything like a whole year. Okay guys, so I just went to the pharmacy, and then I came back so fast because I had 6 minutes to get out of the bus, go to the pharmacy, get back on the next bus to get home. So what else did I want to say? I picked up the medicine. I feel like the girl who gave me the medicine was taking so long. She was standing there like, and I'm like, why are you looking around me? I'm started looking for my surname or something so you can give me my stuff so I can go home. But yeah, I'm going to cook something, and then I have a meeting at 2, which I'm really looking forward to today. I'm just gonna spend most of the days making flyers and posters and stuff. Alexa, stop. Alright, Mora Media, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ann-Adeva and I am black. I don't really care about where I say the intro. I just like to say the intro because I like to say it, because good morning in the morning. My name is Ann-Adeva and I am black. Like Moro, Midure. Hello, ek groet mos vir julle, is dit nie vandag. So I'm busy getting ready, or I'm about to get ready. I have 30 minutes to get ready. I tried to wake up early, but I had to put hair removal on my eyebrows, you see most. And I had to wash my edges, so the time just got away from me. But I'm here. What did I do last time? Dit was toch alles net dieselfde. Anyways, ek gaan nou my make-up doen. My armpits wil ek eers deodorant opsit. I already started sweating because, like I said multiple times before, it's really hot in this bathroom, and I also really need to wax because the hairs are hairing, and knowing myself, I feel like that's why I'm sweating so much, because whenever I have a lot of hair, I sweat for days. So let's start with I didn't even put moisturizer on my face. Start with sunscreen. Yeah, so update on the dentist situation. I went back on, was it Sunday? I don't remember. I think I went back on Thursday. Today is Friday. Today is Saturday, the 31st of January. So I went back on the Thursday, and then they just looked at the abscess area, and they're like, okay, it's healing well, but it's not fully healed, so keep cleaning, brushing the area really well, lay up dry, and then come back again next week. So they found 3 cavities in my mouth, and they also found like, I wouldn't say swelling, it's more like overgrown tissue on the right side of my mouth that's covering my teeth. So they want to cut it so that my teeth are more like exposed, and the area can also stay clean more, because they feel like that overgrown tissue covering the teeth so much is what is allowing for so much plaque buildup, bacteria, whatever type shit. So they gave me this mouthwash, and they told me to use it 3 times a day. This is what it is. That's what they gave me, and that's what I've been using night and day when I brush my teeth. So I brush, floss, and then I use this mouthwash. I was using the Listerine, but I was reading online that Listerine with alcohol is not good for your teeth, because if you have a cut or something like I had, the alcohol slows down the healing process. It's just like a piercing, basically. I was supposed to use an alcohol-free mouthwash. I don't know which foundation. I think I'm gonna use Fenty today because I'm gonna be outside for a long time. It says shake well before use. I never used to do that. I would just use the foundation, and I feel like that's why it would like spray all over my clothes and stuff. I need to put the primer on. I didn't even prime my face, guys, and I'm just talking nonsense. Should I do my makeup with music or no? Because if I do it with music, I'll be faster. But if I do it without music, then I can talk to you. I think the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my nose ring with you guys, and then I'm going to continue doing my makeup without music because I have to figure out what I'm going to wear. Because now that I'm doing my makeup, I can't wear my beige jacket because the makeup is going to get on the collar, and that's not at all what I want. So I'm thinking of wearing my trench coat, and I also want to change my nose ring. I feel like I should change it. It's a new, I don't know what, but I'm trying to look more put together, so I feel like, you know, it's only fitting that I have, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I want to do like some diamonds just because I was saving it for the summer, but I have a bigger one that I'm going to use in the summer, so I want to use this one today. Hopefully you can see it. This one right here. Let's change my nose ring. It's not really hard to change the nose ring. I'm just changing it before I do my makeup. Now it's not coming out. Usually this thing comes out even if I'm blowing my nose. I can literally just sneeze and done, but that it come over that come on because I want to change it. Typical nose ring nonsense. Which direction do I twist? So the old one is out. It was like a heart. It was really cute. People always used to point out how cute my nose ring is. So type shit. Now for the new one, I don't know why the new one always feels so uncomfortable. Like the old ones, they just feel so jolly, in or out. See, isn't it so cute? It's cute. Love her. So me doing my makeup without my shirt on is because I spill makeup on myself all the time. Either I spill it straight from the bottle or I spill it some other way, but I always spill makeup on myself. Oh yeah, so also, as for my teeth, there's so much going on. I have to also see a gum specialist. And the gum specialist is basically going to look at the condition of my gums, which I don't, guys, look at my gums. They are pink. I thought that was a healthy color for your gums to be, but he was like, nope, you need to see a gum specialist. I don't really know what the gum specialist is going to do. They're also going to look at the bone density of my teeth because apparently it's a concerning issue for them, so that's what they're gonna do. The doctor was also talking, the dentist was also talking about removing my wisdom teeth. I don't have my wisdom teeth removed because I don't know. I was too busy taking other people to the doctor. Let me just put it like that. So I never got around to taking myself to the doctor. You know what I mean? Yar. The way I'm using the setting spray, it's as if it's never gonna finish. So yeah, I never got my wisdom teeth removed, and he's like, yeah, we have to also discuss that. Again, if you want, we can just like remove the cavities and like replace the fillings, but I would recommend to just remove them, but it's your choice. And I was like, no, I'll just remove them because I'll have to remove them anyways later. Now you're just gonna put a band-aid on the situation, basically, you know what I mean? A standard took like you're just gonna try and keep my teeth in my mouth, and then eventually I have to remove it, so might as well just remove it now because it's just gonna be later. I'm gonna keep having complications until eventually I have to remove it, so might as well remove it now. And I don't want to drag it on, and like my sister didn't get her tonsils removed, for example, and then when she got pregnant she had to remove her tonsils, and then it was hard, you know. Like, she couldn't remove her tonsils actually because they couldn't operate on her because they couldn't give her an anesthetic because she was pregnant. So she had to live with the tonsil situation for the whole 9 months until the baby was born, until she was done breastfeeding because she also wanted to breastfeed. And then only after that she could remove her tonsils. So the whole time she's just, sy trek net die dinge uit met 'n tweezer en goeie. Dit is 'n narlike situation. So I don't want that to be me. I don't want those issues to come up when I have kids, when I'm pregnant. So let's remove what we can remove. And speaking of kids, guys, I watched this TikTok that said like women who are always told they're gonna be good mothers are just good leaders. And sometimes you're meant to be a leader and not necessarily a mom. And I was like, rah, I felt that so deep in my soul because I feel the same. I don't really feel like I need to have kids to be like fulfilled in life. Like, like I'm kind of low key indifferent. I would love to have kids. You guys know I want to have like a lot of kids, but it's not gonna be the end of the world if I don't have them. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I was also watching House, and there's this part where Dr. Melendez ends up getting like he calls off, or he breaks up with his fiance, or the fiance breaks up with him because he wants kids and she doesn't want kids. And I feel like vibes. For real, I feel like that's such vibes because I don't know, the doctor that he was asking advice from, she was like, so the nurse was like, and the doctor was like, yeah, it's better you know now before the kids are here that you don't want to have kids, because it's worse when the kids are already here and you don't want to have kids because you can't really return them to the store. And it's like, I don't know, these days it's not really giving, man. You have kids for what? You have kids, but you're gonna be like the only one raising your kids. Your kids are not going to Oma's house for vacancy. It's just not giving, man. When I was younger and I envisioned having kids, I was like, oh, my kinders aan my ma is toe gaan vir die vakansie en wat goed. My ma dan sê ek wil vir kinders so hoe sal ek nou begin met mommy kan jy tog die kinders vir die vakansie vat? My mom is already tired with my nephews. So like how is she gonna still wanna be a grandma again for new babies? You get. I don't know if you guys are on my TikTok lives or watch them, but we had a very interesting discussion last time and we were talking about friendships, and people were asking me like how I keep my friendships alive or how I basically take care of my friendships. I guess that was the question. And I just said that honestly, my friendships, I don't feel like I really keep them alive. My friends that I'm on good terms with, I don't feel like I'm doing the job of keeping the friendship alive. I think we both do the job of keeping the friendship alive. We always talk to one another and like we try to make each other feel special regardless of the distance and so on. My friend recently had her birthday and I asked her sister to like help me surprise her with a birthday gift. Things like that. I just feel like we both try. And my friend also asked me for us to go on a trip, maybe like a Euro summer, because she never had a Euro summer. She also just came to Europe in winter when she came that time. So yeah, like things like that. We both, it's give and give. It's not give and take. We are just always both giving. Even my friend who is currently having so many health issues, she's always present. You know, she'll send me a message or she'll watch my YouTube videos or comment something. Even the other time I was going through something and I was like, hey, are you free to talk to me? And she was like, yeah, I'm free to talk. Even though she's like not feeling well. I don't know. I just feel like we all do a lot. So it doesn't feel like one is giving more or the friendship is hard or something. Like it just feels very mutual and reciprocal. But when it comes to new friendships for me, I think my old friends, they set the bar really high. When I have new friends, I'm always like, expecting my new friends to also be at that level already. So I think that's why I keep like not really keeping those friendships alive for so long, because I'm like, oh, why can't you be like my other friends? My other friends do da da da. But also I'm at the point where I'm cool. I used to be so like, why don't people want to do things with me? Why don't people want to like, oh, I'll catch feelings if I see my friend maybe with other friends and she told me she couldn't hang out with me for that weekend. I would always like confront the people. I'd be like, yeah, girl, it was giving very much not loved at home. But I grew out of that. I'm cool now. I'm fine. If they don't call me, I don't get upset. If they don't text me, I also don't get upset. Don't do anything. It's not that deep for me. I'm fine now. I'm okay. A friend of mine also recently texted me and she was like, oh, I've been meaning to like have a conversation with you because I've just been so distant and I've been depressed and I've been what. And I was like, girl, you don't even need to like have that conversation with me. You don't even need to apologize. Okay? It's fine. Everything is fine. We are fine. That's in Jenny. I'm not wondering why you're not replying, whatever. J reply. Like, it's not that deep for me anymore. I'm cool now. I used to, I really would have caught feelings back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like 2 years ago. But slowly with time, I'm accepting if people don't talk to me, really no hard feelings, babes. You can be telling me you are tired and I'm seeing you on a cruise with your other friends. I really don't care. I'm just not that friend that's like gonna be your, what does that lady say the other day? She put it so nicely. She was like the emotionally available friend, the friend that you only know when things are bad. I never JPL like, oh, I'm in debt or I'm having boyfriend problems, whatever. You call me for that, but you don't call me for like other than like happy things in your life. I'm not that friend anymore. If I know that this person is calling me and or they genuinely have no interest in me, I simply don't pick up. And before I used to send an excuse. I used to text and be like, oh, I'm at work or whatever. Now, extend the volume off of my phone. I watch it ring and then I play my music on my laptop. I don't care anymore. It's fine. I'm also not in the mood to have conversations with people anymore. I'm past the whole, let's sit and talk about it. I guess move up. I'm tired of talking. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 9:33 a.m.
Okay, I have 15 minutes before the bus comes. It comes at 41. If it's 33, no, I have 8 minutes. Oh, I have 8 minutes. Okay. I don't know how to do maths clearly. Guys, you know that I did maths core. Core to score. That was me. I had core maths. I started with extended because I didn't qualify for higher level. Because at our school, you had to qualify for higher level maths. You can't just decide you're going to do higher level. For any subject, you had to qualify. I think you needed to get a distinction. And I didn't get a distinction, so they were like, yeah, if you got I think I got an A for maths or B or something. And they were like, yeah, if you get an A, you can do extended maths. Girl, I went to extended and it showed me shaggy. I think I did one term. And then after that, I was like, guys, it doesn't even matter. I want to do like law or something anyways when I get to university, so I don't need this maths. I'm going to core. I'm going there. So I did core maths. So for me, when it comes to maths, it can teach me. I still use my calculator to be like 7 times 2 or things like that. I still use my calculator for those things. So when you may start marking, come on, Ann-Adeva, how much is I don't know. And when I have kids and I help them with homework, I'm gonna be using my calculator. I know that for a fact. And they're gonna be like, Mommy, my teacher said your teacher is not in the house.
Calculator in Afrikaans is sakrekenaar.
Een zaakrekenaar. Ik is reg, een rekenaar is a calculator. A zaakrekenaar is a calculator because you put it in your, like a laptop is a skootrekenaar. Alexa, what is a laptop in Afrikaans?
Laptop in Afrikaans is rekenaar.
Rekenaar, period. But I think something is a skootrekenaar. I think that's a laptop. I remember that I googled it at some point. Maybe the language it updated. Now you can use rekenaar for, yeah. Maar een zaakrekenaar, ons gebruik een zaakrekenaar van. Je maakt kan niet jou, oké? En je maakt school lang al klaar gemaakt. So, moet je op haar te veel staat maken als het is goed komen. Guys, so I was talking to my friend here. She's American, but she's like from, I don't know, the impoverished parts. Or not impoverished, but the people have a really deep accent there where she's from there. And she has a very, I wouldn't say white girl. I would just say a very geleerde accent. Yeah. She just has a very educated accent. And people would always tell her like, oh, you think you're better than us, of and because of her accent. And ik voel diezelfde, like, because I told her I feel exactly the same about Afrikaans. I used to dumb down my Afrikaans so that I can talk to people and people don't obviously know that I really know how to speak Afrikaans. Because people always would make it a thing. They would be like, oh, kijk voor haar zeven voor haar witte or whatever. And it was like, bro, it's not my fault. It's really not my fault. Like, I went to an Afrikaans kindergarten. And then I went to an Afrikaans primary school. And then I went to a formerly Afrikaans high school. And then I only went to like an English institution or English schooling institution in university, which was UNAM. So like, no, I don't have experience in English. That's why I keep saying it, like, guys, I don't like to speak English because I only really learned English like in university, I would say in high school for real. But all my friends in high school spoke Afrikaans, so I would only speak English in class. I'll speak English in class en dan gaan ik eens toe en dan gaan praten Afrikaans idees. Van als het anyways een komma taal gebleven, like daar praten ons anyways Afrikaans met elkaar. So no. Julle praat kombuis Afrikaans. Ik praat suiwer Afrikaans. We're not the same. But yeah, I used to really like, I would be so self-conscious, and also it's worse when you're a black man and you praat so flawed Afrikaans. Then people would always be like, you are ashamed of your blackness, of it, you know. Or it would be worse, asking Afrikaans praat maar die kan nie jou eie ouers tale praat nie. It would be worse. It would be like, oh my gosh, you can't even talk about praat maar die praat die colonizers at all. Well, newsflash, English is also a colonizer's language. It's not a colonizer's language as the Afrikaans is maar Engels. Is a colonizer's language? Come on, guys, which one is it? Which one is it? Maar omdat ik Afrikaans praat, al dan moet ik zeggen, ik I'm proud Namibian. I'm a proud Namibian. Hallo, omake. Is dit er nog aan?
The time is 9:39 a.m.
Bruh, I'm not gonna make it for the bus. The bus is coming in 2 minutes. Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it for the bus. I'm not gonna make it for the bus. The bus is coming in 2 minutes. My clothes are here, but I just got ready too late. Barbarita Louis. No, Shem. It's not make sure. I can't make it for the bus. Alexa, what's the time? Okay, I think the bus is late. But I'm here though. I'm waiting for the bus. Oh, the bus is here. It's like I have to summon the bus. I have to talk shit about the bus for the bus to come. But yeah, I'm on track now. I'm going to Dilly Dally. Maybe with a new friend of mine. We'll see. The tomato. Why is my camera like this? I hate my phone. What? The fact that I hate my camera that's dirty. I understand now what it is.
Super animal,